let's unbox an entire case of Big Into Energy Labubus.
I'm so done with these Labubus. It's the wrong color. I have spent over $700 trying to get the pink Labubu roll. Like, I swear to God, if I don't get it this time, I'm gonna be so mad.
Picture this. You've just waited in line for hours, hoping to score the latest blind box drop of your newest obsession.
Oh no! Shut up!
The Labubu doll. Now, even though you have no idea which version of the viral keychain is hiding inside, you gamble your last dollar at the Pop Mart vending machine, praying for a lucky break.
Who do we get? We have... I don't know.
When you open the box and find the most exclusive, sought-after Labubu, you're ecstatic. Finally, all your patience and money has paid off. But then reality sets in. As you proudly strap your rare Labubu to your backpack or purse to cement your lucky girl status, you notice everyone around you staring at you. Suddenly, you're a target, living in fear that your Labubu will be stolen, or worse, that you're in actual danger over your new fuzzy prized possession. So, is the trendy Labubu doll simply an innocent collectible, charming the world with its adorable doting eyes?
Oh my God.
Or has this 6-inch agent of chaos unleashed one of the wildest frenzies of consumer warfare ever sparked by a toy?
My car window was smashed.
There was a fight that broke out inside the store. I got punched in the face.
Today we're dipping a toe into the toxic sludge cesspool of the Labubu craze to suss out just how dangerous this toy obsession has become. And the question is, how far would you go to get your hands on an adorable 6-inch doll? And how did we and this fuzzy, bug-eyed ball of joy fall so far into the cesspool? Oh, hi, hello, it's Swoop, and welcome to the dark waters of the cesspool, the place where everything and everyone is sus, maybe even us. Come on in, the water's fine. Welcome back, Suspirians, or should I say La Susus? Okay, Susan, this one's for you. Now, if any of you have a Labubu nearby, you might want to cover its fluffy, pointy, demonic ears and get ready to say goodbye. The information we're about to reveal on this latest fad will have you looking at that little plush demon face of joy in a whole new light. Or, I don't know, maybe none of this matters and we should just LOL and enjoy this stuffed creature and forget the fact that the world around us is burning. If you're new here, hi, welcome to my second channel. On my main channel, Swoop, I do full-length deep dives, and over here, we don't. We dip. We skinny dip into the waters of the cesspool where everything is unhinged, so welcome to the chaos. Mostly in my brain. If you're into mind-bending, dark, twisted, chaotic tales, subscribe to this channel, bring a towel, tell your friends, and go ahead and tell the like button you wanna be besties. And then in the middle of the night while she's asleep, place Labubus all around her in bed and wake her up with the sound of screaming goats and see what happens. Also, if you didn't know, you can join us on Patreon. We have the greatest Patreon community where you can get exclusive access to 4 more videos per month. Yes, I am not kidding. I told you I am unhinged. I am posting 4 more videos per month, including the exclusive Patreon-only podcast, the after-school specials. I am unfiltered, uncensored, anything goes, and it's all happening on Patreon, so please join us linked below. Okay, Suspirians, we're about to dip in, but real quick, I have to ask, is anyone else just basically running on vibes, caffeine, and unmitigated chaos lately? Like, the work is piling up. Somehow I'm supposed to find time to sleep in this economy? I am exhausted. Like, I literally feel like my life has just been open fridge, close fridge, order French fries instead. The last thing that I have is the time and energy it takes to meal plan, let alone going to the grocery store and cook just to have to do the dishes, which is why I love Factor. So a huge thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video. They have been a longtime supporter of our community, and when you check them out, it is a great way to get something wonderful for yourself and also support this channel. Factor makes meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals right to your doorstep. I have been using Factor for over a year now, and every meal is freaking delicious and ready to go in just 2 minutes. I'm not joking, 2 minutes, that's it. That's less time than it takes me to emotionally prepare to answer an email. I've seriously never had a bad meal, and I've been getting it like every single month. And they save me so much time and stress. You could skip the grocery stores, the meal planning, the cooking, the cleanup, and the audacity. You can eat stress-free with Factor's delicious ready-to-eat meals, and I don't know, maybe take a nap after. You could choose from a weekly menu of over 35 meals, including popular options like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, or Vegan and Veggie. You can also discover more than 60 add-ons every week, like breakfast, on-the-go lunch, snacks and beverages, and protein drinks and juices. And seriously, again, I cannot say enough how good every single meal is. Like, I had the most amazing chicken takatuka and cilantro rice with harissa chickpeas and roasted zucchini one night. And then I had a Parmesan and garlic cream shredded beef with herb roasted potatoes and buttered broccoli the next. And honey, ooh, they were outstanding. Like, mwah, chef's kiss, and it only took me 2 minutes to make. And you can skip the overpriced takeout trap. Factor is cheaper and better tasting with chef-crafted restaurant quality meals delivered right to your door, and Factor is flexible. You can easily change your order up every week with plans from 4 to 18 meals per week, or pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. So if you want the stress-free joy of not having to think about your meals, saving your precious time, money, and skipping the grocery store, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50swoop2 to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50swoop2, 50swooptoo at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box, and treat yourself, honey. You deserve it. Okay, grab your floaties and let's dip in to the cesspool. Now, some of you might be wondering, what in the lahoo-hoo is a labubu? And yes, I am going to make as many jokes as I possibly can today because I am in a mood. Let me explain. So prior to what's called blind box gambling and full-blown, chaotic riots, the Labubu doll had humble 2D beginnings as a picture book character created by Hong Kong Belgian illustrator and designer Cassing Lung. First featured in a graphic novel called The Monster Trilogy, this adorable yet a little bit demonic creature soon unleashed a real monster on the global marketplace when it became a doll. In 2019, Chinese toy company Pop Mart brought Lung's characters from the page to the shelf as vinyl and plush dolls, soon causing a global craze as people scrambled to get their hands on these irresistibly adorable figurines. I don't know. Show of hands, let me know in the chat. First of all, let me know, do you have a Labubu? Because no shade, there's no judgment in this whole video if you have Labubus. I think they're like actually cute, and then also they're terrifying. I think like if I was asleep and like one of these dolls snuck up on me in the middle of the night, like my sleep paralysis demon, I would literally scream and punt it out the window, and we would never be speaking again. So the question is, how did this adorable little demon leap from storybook star to consumerism nightmare? And I'm not just talking about the rampant conspiracies that it's actually a demon spirit, because yes, there are literally, those tales exist, okay? I'm not going there, okay? We're just dipping, and also I'm not, if these things do little demonic things out there, I'm not conjuring that. Okay, the Labubus can leave me alone, okay? Or there's allegations that some have cameras in their eyes. But the IRL chaos fueling mass panic and even crime all around the world, including people's cars being broken into.
My car window was smashed last night. All they stole was my Labubu keychain.
And people's packages being sliced open before they even make it to their doorstep.
Oh my god! I need it!
Yeah. All that's happening. Now, apparently this whole La Suspool started with an Instagram post from one of my favorite K-pop stars. According to a People magazine, quote, they took off in major way after Blackpink star Lisa was photographed accessorizing with a Labubu in 2024. The toys quickly became viral and now launch in limited edition collections that sell out in seconds. Like, can you imagine? Every time they come out with something, it's just sold out like that. In addition to Lisa, Several celebrities, including Kim Kardashian, Rihanna, and David Beckham, have sported the dolls. Can you imagine David Beckham? This grown-ass, grizzly, scruffy guy with all of his muscles and his soccer tattoos, and he's got a cute little demon Labubu doll. So like, think about it. All it took was that one post from Lalisa, and Labubu's popularity exploded, literally doubling La Pop Mart's total profits in 2024 to over $1 billion, according to this graph from Pop Mart and CNN. And honestly, you know, I get it. Like, is there an influencer more influential than that queen? But it wasn't just La Pop Marts, I swear. I'm trying not to say La in front of everything, but like, I have been thinking about Labubus for so long that I literally find myself just doing that unintentionally, okay? Welcome back, La Swoop Swoop. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But it wasn't just Pop Mart's profits that multiplied over the summer of 2024. The number of Labubu variants and spin-offs being produced grew exponentially, like gremlins when you add water. And it grew with the introduction of Pop Mart's most sought after product, the Labubu Blind Box. That is not easy to say quickly. Labubu Blind Box. There it is, Labubu Blind Box. Y'all try to say it 5 times fast. So they got the Labubu Blind Box, which added a mystery box allure to an already exploding phenomenon. It's basically a box where you have no idea which kind of Labubu you're getting until you spend money and open it. In this economy, it sounds a little, I don't know, it sounds a little like gambling, and I don't like taking those risks.
No more bets. The money that could have gone to your kids is gone. No more bets. The money you worked hard for is gone. Fools, fools, fools.
I swear this isn't an ad for Pop Mart, because by the end of this video, you'll probably be more scared of Labubus than Megan.
This is the part where you run.
Let's do a Labubu unboxing. I really want the loved one or the secret. I have everything else besides those two.
Recent reporting shows that between 2023 and 2025, Pop Mart released over 70 different Labubu variations into their collection, sparking a global frenzy to unlock the rarest models hiding within every corner of the world like a damn Willy Wonka golden ticket.
The blind box craze is not slowing down anytime soon.
Nope.
That hit of dopamine that your brain gets from pulling a mystery toy out of a box is just too irresistible.
With the rarest Labubu to date being the Labubu Energy Secret from Big Into Energy Blind Box series. And I'm sorry. What? I have to say like that. What in the late stage capitalism just came out of my mouth? Susan, Lasusu. What are we doing here? Okay. I will tame myself down because holy sh. Okay, back to it. So on limitedresale.com, this quote, holy grail Labubu is described as, and I quote, very difficult to obtain with a very low drop rate, 1 out of 144. It's not featured on, and like drop, I believe means like drop, like, hey, we got like a new Labubu drop happening on Wednesday, you know, like that kind of drop. It's not, at first I thought it was like a drop test where like they drop it and like 1 out of every 144 Labubus that get dropped on the ground like explode or something. That's literally what I thought when I first read this, but that's not, okay. Le Swoop Swoop is gonna get back on task here. So back to the quote, it's not featured on the boxes, which adds to the total surprise effect when opening. They say surprise, I say my actual nightmare, okay? I am not the target demographic where I'm like, let me just buy this and like, I don't know, it's gonna be a fun surprise. What's inside? I need to know. I need to know where my dollars are going. So back to the quote, on resale, it regularly sells for between 350 and 500 euros, sometimes much more if still sealed. Oh my shittle bits. This world, listen, I posted this like tweet forever ago and I'm thinking about it now. It is wild to be living in a time where nothing matters and everything matters all at the same time. And I feel feel like, okay, it's not that deep and it's also about to get really dark. So if we're thinking about 1 in 144 drop rate means that on a bad day, you would have to spend, let me pull up my Suspool calculator here. So that's $28 and 144, carry the 1, square root, compound. Yeah, you would literally have to spend at least $4,000 to allegedly guarantee opening one of these suckers. And that's still allegedly, okay? That's not on guarantee, that's still on allegedly. That sounds really healthy. And when people don't get the one they want, it can turn into something straight out of Chucky real quick.
I'm so done with these Labubus. It's the wrong color. I have spent over $700 trying to get the pink Labubu roll. Like, I swear to God, if I don't get it this time, I'm gonna be so mad.
Like, people are buying entire retail sets of these blind boxes just trying to secure one of their favorites and collect them all in the process.
Let's unbox an entire case of Big Into Energy Labubus. I am so excited. I somehow managed to get my hands on this like 2 weeks ago. Okay, this one's one of my least favorite ones. This one is Happiness.
Now that I think about it, this sounds like a Mr. Beast video in the making. I don't even know. Listen, we got thoughts about Mr. Beast. When I think about like the content stuff he was done, I don't even know if he's done this actually, because if he does this, you know that he was watching us, okay? And then I expect 20% of all of the ad revenue, and then we'll do something really fun with that in the Suspool community. But this sounds like the type of thing where Mr. Beast would go like buy entire like cargo ships full of Labubus to see how many of these he gets and then sell them at some ridiculous price. Does that not sound like he would do it? And then he would like, I'm gonna pay you $100,000 to do like the belly flop into a pool of Labubus. And yeah, okay, anyway, sorry, back to it. At least with other ridiculous trends like, you know, Stanley Cups or a Beanie Babies, you knew exactly what you were paying kind of sometimes absurd amounts of money for. And like when you're scaling over the kiosk at Starbucks and you're dive tackling the next soccer mom to get the Stanley, at least you knew the color of what you were gonna get.
I found the rarest Stanley in Mexico. It's a Starbucks Stanley collaboration.
But people today are buying hundreds of these things without knowing which one they'll get. Hundreds of these. And they're spending real, actual human money. I don't know. We've lost the plot. I'm just like, what in the Labubu lemon overpriced leggings is going on here? And what happens to the ones that they don't want? You know, all of those little colors that aren't like the exclusive ones.
This one's one of my least favorite ones.
Well, most of them end up in a landfill, or some people, I guess, cover their cars in them. Y'all, what am I doing with my life? Cade, can you explain this to me? Can you tell me what is going on, Cade? Because I am tired. I am tie-tie. I'm just in this economy, really? Well, this economy might actually be one of the main reasons for this consumerism craze. Commons Earth points out, quote, this is known as the lipstick effect. It's an economic theory that proposes consumers buy more mini luxuries when the economy is suffering. So think $50 on a YSL lipstick to treat yourself on a Saturday. Because consumers feel like their long-term goals, like buying a house, are unattainable, which is just so unhinged. It's so unhinged. What do you mean no one can afford a house? Everyone, the economy, that's another swoop doc for another time. So it's basically saying because people feel like they can't attain, you know, things like house, they will indulge in affordable luxuries. The problem arises when masses of people are spending their money on disposable plastic products and giving into more rapidly accelerating micro trends. It isn't just tough on your wallet, it's bad for the planet. I'm not saying I'm throwing shade. I'm just saying I planted an oak tree and the oak tree grew up real tall and it has very long branches and the sun doesn't make it through the branches of the oak tree. And I'm just saying the things below the oak tree, in my opinion, might be some of those, the clock app, the TikTok, where it's like Shein haul. I just bought 5,000 items. We're on Shein. Look at what I got. I'm just saying, I understand it. I understand why people do it, but also, where is all that shit going? What do you mean we have like 10,000 different hauls uploaded every single day of people buying like 100 items a piece and then they're just like throwing them away? I'm just saying. Look, I'm not here to judge anyone for buying Labubu. You do you, boo-boo. Times are tough right now. I get it. I totally get it. I get the like, okay, well, I can't do the housing market, so I'm just gonna get myself something that makes me feel a little better inside, and mental health and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes you treat yourself to a thing. It was like 6 inches and it's got demon eyes and it looks like it's gonna possess you and eat you when you are literally asleep and don't know what's happening. But it can make us feel a little better. I get it. Trust me, we all deserve some comfort. Well, okay, maybe I'll make an exception for the record-setting life-size Labubu that sold for $170,000 at an auction in China earlier this year. My tree is definitely shading that person right now.
It sold for 1.08 million yuan. Which I believe is a record. Definitely a world record for a Labubu sculpture. But I think the price will go even higher in the future.
Billionaires blowing cash on life-sized Labubus is sus, because basically billionaires really doing much of anything is sus at this point. But the real red flag in today's Suspool is how far people are willing to go for a shot at the rarest blind boxes. So like Pop Mart has unleashed a frenzy, sparking stampedes and literal riots at product drops worldwide as fans battle through chaos just to score one of these rare dolls. The manufactured scarcity of both the rare and common Labubus creates the perfect storm for a toxic level of hype culture that basically like no one has really seen since the Stanley Cup or basically any Black Friday at Walmart. And this is where the dark side of consumer warfare creeps out of the Suspool.
The dolls, which are usually listed for $22, are now in some cases fetching hundreds of dollars on resale sites. People waiting on long lines for hours just to get their hands on the little monsters.
Just outside the Pop Mart store on Michigan Avenue, this is what was happening this morning. They were all trying to get their hands on the latest edition of Labubu.
No, what?
Yeah, you heard me. It is a collectible toy that has sparked buying frenzies all over the world. Look at that. 200 of them went on sale at 10 a.m. They were sold out in seconds. They cost $22. The toothy, fluffy figurines.
So let's take a look at some of the most troubling videos from the front lines of the race for Labubus. Now, fair warning, some of these clips get extremely combative, crossing the line from Karen to Kraken and even hand-to-hand combat. So first up, we've got a video from a woman in New York who claimed that she was, quote, hit so hard by a Karen forcing her way to the front of a Pop Mart vending machine line that she started literally bleeding. We have lost the plot. We've lost the plot. Let's look at it. It says, PSA, crazy Karen assaulted me over a Labubu. That is a sentence that I guarantee no one thought that they would be saying there in their entire life. She's still on the loose, by the way, apparently. There's a Karen on the loose.
I was gonna push you because you're literally in public freaking.
You're not giving me a chance to do my job. Are you giving me a chance to do my job? And you're clearly shutting me off every time I try to speak. So how am I gonna be? Oh my gosh.
I'm here.
You're not being compliant.
So basically, like, the woman recording claims that she was there first, and the police are essentially like backing her up since she has the evidence to prove it. Meanwhile, we've got angry Karen in this pink skirt who's literally yelling and like trying to, I guess she's trying to buy 2 blind boxes, one for both of her daughters, and even though there's like only 5 left in the vending machine. And so you have this situation that's going on.
To physically attack me.
I heard you. Your husband made that very. You're clearly shutting me off every time I try to speak. So how am I going to be?
I'm here.
You're not being compliant and you're not listening.
To physically attack me.
I heard you.
She said she threatened to physically attack me. It's the Starbucks in the left hand that for me right now.
Your husband made that very clear. She did confirm that she said she was going to shove you. She did say
Is that appropriate?
No, that's not appropriate.
But is it appropriate for you to curse me out?
Ma'am?
What do you feel about
Ma'am, can I finish?
This is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
She has clear evidence on her phone that she was here half before you arrived.
You can watch the security cameras.
Ma'am?
Okay, so basically what's going on is the person who's filming said that this pink skirt lady had threatened her first. She was there first, she had threatened her, and then security gets called, and then this pink skirt with the Starbucks in hand is saying, well, but she threatened to physically harm me. I don't actually know if there was actual physical altercation that happened, but she's literally guarding this Labubu vending machine over this. This is wild.
Are you gonna let me speak? The fact that you're not removing her from the mall? I'm not doing nothing wrong. To attack me, ma'am, is enough.
Yo, this is insane. Like, you're literally mad because you're not getting your two daughters one each. It's crazy to me. There's 5 of them. It's first come, first serve.
So it sounds like the woman in the pink skirt verbally accosted the person who's now filming over trying to get a Labubu. There was some type of verbal altercation. Security gets called. Pink skirt is like guarding the Labubu machine and like saying, well, this person threatened to physically harm me. It's like, well, but did you threaten them first? Because that's kind of what the security is saying. And then she's like, still defending the Labubu machine so that she can get 2 blind boxes for her daughters when there's like 5 left in the vending machine and it's supposed to be first comes, first serve. And I hate all of this.
Calling the cops and everything. She's fucking crazy. She's crazy. Literally, me and this lady were here. I literally went downstairs to grab my car keys. She starts cursing me the fuck out because I said I was getting 2. Just because her daughter's birthday. Wake up early next time. I have a daughter too. Like, if you was nice enough, I probably would have just taken 1, but now you can really go eat ass and I'm gonna take 2 now.
Oh my
Unless you're gonna do
gosh.
something about it, you can't do nothing.
Like, this literally could be solved with an email. I'm not. It's just a couple of dolls in a vending machine. Why are we attacking each other? Why are we getting security involved? If your daughters see this video, how are they going to feel? Like, what example are we set?
You don't own the machine. Yeah, can you like remove her? Like, what is going on? She's not even letting nobody buy it. Actually, she's first.
Let it go. So while Karen's being Karen's isn't representative of the entire Labubu community, it's, really just representative of Karen's being Karen's. This video showcases just how the calculated scarcity of these drops have created incredibly dangerous environments at shopping malls around the world. Like when the first Pop Mart store opened in Bali in early June, and things escalated so bad that grown ass men started full-on brawling with each other. Wow. Do you see this? Do you see this screaming mob? This is so unhinged. This is literally so... Oh my gosh. Literally, I'm sorry, but we are having a brawl over a doll. I don't know what else to say. It was reported that there were 1,500 wristbands that were distributed by Pop Mart for the launch of this Bali outlet. And they had like specific entry times printed on them. And it's just like, you see all of these people just literally piling outside this store because they are willing, quite literally, to rip each other apart for a damn demon doll. I cannot make this up. This is wild. And it's just like, is it the stores that are driving this type of frenzy? Is it just everything that's going on in the world and everyone is just so exhausted and so frustrated with everything that we're just taking our aggressions out? Not we, I ain't doing this. You know what I'm talking about? Like, are people just taking out their frustrations over the world and all of everything that's been going on? Everything's burning down around us, and they're channeling it into the doll. But this is also something we see on Black Friday. Y'all know the Black Friday montage, Black Friday that happens like every year in Walmart, clips that happen here. People literally just be brawling in these streets over like a $20 discount of a TV, and they're willing to like annihilate each other physically and then like go to jail for it. And it's just like this scarcity mentality on top of everything else, and like the indulgence of consumerism and marketing, like such a layered thing that, like, again, we're just doing a little dip here. This is not a deep dive, but I could do an entire deep dive on all of this stuff and how just out of control it is, but we have lost the plot. Look at these grown men. Like, people used to like fight actual wars for freedom, and now we're fighting each other for some dolls. You would not catch me in this crowd. So there have been similar instances of massive lines causing violence occurring in the US as well, even to the point of the store shutting down and police being called at Century City in Los Angeles. That's a big, big mall. Like literally, like bloody hell, people. What the happening? What the lafafa is happening here? Like again, I can't say it enough. We have lost the plot. I promise a little critical thinking goes a long way. Y'all know that we are the community of critical thinkers. Let's take a look.
Pop Mart Century City Clown Show.
Clown show. Oh my gosh. People are sprinting for the fuzzy puff ball of doom.
We will not open for this event. And I want to be clear. You cannot do this to each other. You cannot push each other. You cannot physically touch each other. That is assault.
Can we give a round of applause? Can we give a round of applause for whoever this dude is screaming at the crowds? I don't know if he's there as a part of the mall or the store, but literally he's like, we cannot do this to each other. What do you mean freedoms are being stripped away like every single day in many countries over? And this is what we're doing. What do you mean the economy is so out of control that people can't afford homes? And this is what we're doing. This is what we're fighting over? Really? This is what we're, and again, I get to certain degrees when people are like, you know what, this is like this was for me, or for my kid or whatever. This was my last ditch effort to have something for myself because I just feel like everything is falling apart. I get that. But like, we can't destroy we cannot physically attack people for toys. We can't, oh.
Yeah. So I'm asking every single person that's here now to leave or we will not start queue and we will not begin.
They said you have to leave. Why he coming? He must be somebody's daddy. I'm just saying, you know how a parent will be like a kids are just like acting out, you know, like the siblings and they're like about to like, I don't know, go to like Disneyland and like one kid like slaps the one kid and then it's like, Mom, he hit me. And the other one slaps back like, Mom, she hit me. And then they just start going back and forth. And the kid's like, all right, I am turning this car around. If you don't cut it out, I will put this in autopilot and I will get in the back seat with you and I will tell you what I mean by cut it out. I will be in your face, eyeball to eyeball. Do you think we're going to Disneyland now? Apologize to your sibling. You know what I mean? That was, oh, I had those conversations a couple of times with my mom. She's like, I will turn this car around if you don't cut it out. Cut it out. Oh, that's his energy right now. And listen, I'm here for it. You gotta talk to these imagine you gotta talk to these grown-ass people like that. Unbelievable. But nowhere in the world has the situation escalated as intensely as it has in the UK, where things got so out of hand that Pop Mart decided to stop selling them altogether. I can just imagine the public response to that.
Bubus are no longer being sold in the UK, and here's the reason why, because I was there for it, and I was part of it.
I gotta say, this guy looks like he is on the verge of tears. I don't know, or it looks like he cried before, but I don't know what's going on, but like he's got all of these Labubus. I don't know if that's a flex. Do we wear these all as a flex or is it just a fashion statement? I'm not sure what's going on, but this is about to get real dark. I could tell.
There was a fight that broke out inside the store. I got punched in the face.
Jeez.
I lined up from 2 a.m. and when we got inside of Westfield Stratford, all hell broke loose.
My gosh.
There was a man who tried to steal my phone after trying to push in, as you can see, and he grabbed my friend. Luckily,
these are grown men. I cannot emphasize enough. We choose the bear. I choose the bear. I choose the Labubu at this point. I don't, but I choose the Labubu. I choose the Labubu bear. I choose the LaBear bear. There it is. I choose the LaBear bear. Because what do you mean? You are grown ass men. Some of them, look at this guy. He's got his picture up there because he tried to grab his phone. He gets punched. This other young dude gets punched in the face. And what do you mean? This like older, like LaBear bear is just out here pulverizing people. I don't know if he was specifically, but these men are out here pulverizing each other over dolls. And I can't even say that it's like parents trying to get these dolls for their kids because like this guy who's making this video is obviously wearing a whole bunch of them. So like he just likes the dolls. But like, What do you mean this is what we're doing?
We diffused the situation, but not long afterwards, another fight broke out. Another man pushed in front of the line and aggressively, verbally abused a woman, threatening her.
Like, we choose the La Bear Bear. I can't stress that enough. This is so deranged. This is so unhinged. This is so, what do you even say to this? This is so ridiculous that you are literally threatening literal human lives over a product. It's not like food and water and you haven't eaten in days. This is a product that you don't need. Do you want it? Sure, maybe. Is it cute? Yeah, you don't need it. We don't need it, and this is what we're doing.
Afterwards, when her boyfriend came back from the toilet, he confronted the man, and a fight broke out, which was very scary for every single person watching. We didn't know what was going to happen. Security came quickly, but they didn't seem to do much about it. Luckily, the public broke up the fight.
Like, people have lost their lives for stuff like this. Like, I remember someone was shot and killed over a pair of Nikes. And I think that's probably happened many times, like, globally. But I remember, like, a very specific story of a guy who got, like, some new pair of Nike shoes. And I guess they were very coveted. Again, I'm not the target demographic. I don't care about, like, your limited edition sneakers. I could care less. And the guy got the shoes, and then he's just walking to his car, and someone literally came and banged, and he is no longer alive. Over a product that a company told you you're supposed to want. That's the other thing. Yes, we have interests. Yes, there are things that appeal to our likes and our tastes and our senses. Look at me, I'm wearing a bunch of rings because I like them. I thought they were cute. But a lot of this, when it gets to this type of crazed stuff going on, it's literally these billion-dollar companies, multi-billion-dollar companies are telling you to think this way. And they're telling you to want a product that they are selling so bad that you're willing to pulverize someone or take someone's life or threaten someone in order to get this product that at the end of the day doesn't mean shit. It doesn't actually, none of this actually means anything. None of these things, none of the stuff that we have means anything, right? We all know that. Family means something, food, shelter, water, all of the basic necessities, healthcare, all of the things that people should have. This doesn't actually matter. At the end of the day, when all is said and done, when you're 80, 90 years old, you're not going to be like, wow, my biggest regret in life is that I didn't get 5 more Labubus. I'm just saying.
But people were harmed and people were scared. The person was taken out of the building by the police, but I'm not sure what happened afterwards. But then the tickets started getting handed out and it got more chaotic from there. I couldn't even get the ticket for the set that I was after of the Labubus because it was too chaotic as everyone was rushing.
I think he's legitimately crying, right? Like, he's sniffing a lot now unless he's got like allergies or something. This is such a wild, dark story.
And shouting and screaming. I was so overstimulated. I couldn't tell what was going on. And then we had to wait until 2 p.m. to go inside the store. When I did, a man pushed in front of me. And I said, please, is there any chance you can go behind? As I seen him come at like 11, 12 in the morning. And I've been there all night. And he aggressively started shouting at me, saying, do you know who I am? Who do you think you are? Etc.
I just have to underscore again that these types of, like, this is so senseless and stupid. And I'm glad that he's sharing his story because it really puts a spotlight on how stupid this type of behavior is and how unnecessary it is and how, like, inhumane it is. Again, in the grand scheme of things, we know that there's a lot worse things going on. But, like, this is the type of thing that can cause trauma for somebody, right? Like, this guy, not to get, like, dark, and don't worry, we're going to go back to just a little dip and being light again after this. But this is the type of thing that will probably stick with this person for quite a long time. And that sucks. That sucks. What do you mean you're going to be afraid anytime you like go to a store that some random stranger could be absolutely deranged?
Please calm down. And that's when he punched me in my head.
Jeez.
And hit me in my ear. Luckily, my friend was there and he pushed him back and he told him off. He told him to stay back, don't attack my friend, etc. And luckily, he stood back and did not attack me any further. But if he wasn't there, I don't know what would have happened to me, as the security did not step in to help me or save me. The staff were scared from the situation. They felt threatened by the situation.
And that's the other thing you think about, like a lot of these security, they're not trained for this. I guess they should be. It depends on the job description, but a lot of them are literally told. I know a security guard for a store, and he was telling me that they're quite literally told if people are aggressive or they're stealing stuff or they're whatever, do not get involved. Literally, it's just they're there to stand there, and their presence is a deterrent for thieves oftentimes. But if someone actually does something violent, they're instructed to just stand there and not engage.
So now they think it's a health risk to sell Labubus in the UK. So until further notice, there's no more Labubus in the UK because I was insulted inside of the shop.
I think it is a health risk. That's such a wild, wild story. Okay, that got a little dark. Let's lighten it up now. This kind of overconsumption really sets the world on fire more than it basically already is. Okay, it's wild out there right now in these streets. Stay safe. Like, not only are people fighting in the streets for these cute little demon-possessed, what have we done to society toys, but the layered packaging, you know how people, when they do like a little, oh, I got like a little haul, and they like, Oh, we love the packaging. Listen to the sound of my tapping nails on the packaging, Yeah, the packaging Labubus comes in is non-biodegradable. And the dolls themselves are far from eco-friendly. So in other words, these fuzzy bundles of doom are up the planet. Labubu, bitch. So according to South China Morning Post's breakdown of materials, quote, and bear with me as I try to pronounce chemicals that shouldn't exist. And again, this is a dip, not a deep dive, so I didn't look up all the pronunciations. Okay, like I'm just, you get it. Quote, at least one model is 36% polyester, 35% polyvinyl chloride, and 29% acrylonitrile booty styrene. Yeah, that's the best we're gonna do today. Can we put that, let's put that like real big. Can y'all say this? Y'all try to pronounce this with me. Acrylonitrile butadiene styrene. Are there any scientists out there? Did I come close? No, I didn't think so. All right, back to the quote. Today's joy becomes tomorrow's microplastic, destined to outlive most of us. Long live Labubu and literally nothing else. And in some cases, the Labubu craze has sparked such intense demand online that people have even resorted to illegal gambling on TikTok Live. Shocker there.
CNA was alerted to these TikTok Live sessions that can cost up to around $150 to play via e-payments. It includes this scratch and win game, where you pay for a spot on the grid. The host will scratch it off to reveal a prize underneath. In this case, there is none.
So many of the fights breaking out in stores are fueled by scalpers and online gamblers like these, who buy up entire inventories of blind boxes to resell the rare finds online at outrageously inflated prices, ruining the shopping experience for like actual legitimate real fans who just want to get a Labubu and call it a day.
There's like literally a line of people, and this dude just bought like 15.
This scalper economy is a direct result of the toxic blind box craze, kind of similar to what we're seeing in other industries, like with Ticketmaster concerts these days. Have you looked at ticket prices? I'm just saying. I'm not gonna call out any artists, but I'm just saying. But also, speaking of concerts, even Katy Perry might be taking a stand against Labubus. In this video, she literally, I don't advise this. I don't advise artists do something like this, especially with a microphone, but there's like a fan holding up a Labubu box, and she literally takes the mic and knocks it out of the fan's hand during a show, and I can't stop cackling. Sidebar. We're actually working on an entire main channel Swoop doc on the very bizarre, there's the rise and the downfall of Miss Katy Perry, and we have dug up so much shocking stuff surrounding her career, a lot of stuff that's happened to her, a lot of things that she's been a part of. It is incredibly fascinating. It's just like, just wow. So keep your eyes peeled for that on my main channel. Back to this though, with all of this upheaval and fighting caused by Labubus, the question is, who really belongs in the side? Okay, I mean, the Suspool. Who belongs in the Suspool? Is it Pop Mart for creating a gambling craze with these blind boxes? The scalpers who buy out their limited stock to resell and gamble with them online? The Karens tackling over the kiosks and the police having to come? Or is it Lalisa from La Blackpink? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, she's cool. We'll leave her out of this. Today's Suspool is a perfect storm of factors that just show just how much trouble an adorable little doll can cause, and just how far consumer companies are willing to go to live in our heads rent-free. Actually, we pay for them to live in our heads, okay? Because people even take these Labubus and now they're using it as like a status symbol of like, I got the elite Labubu, and therefore if you don't have it, you are lesser than me. And like that just creates this whole, again, wealth gap, disparity, like all of these just terrible classism things with Labubu. What are we doing? Like Labuhu, again, Labuhu. But let me know in the comments, what do you find most sus in the plushy depths of the Suspool? And if you have a Labubu, again, no shade, if you have a Labubu, they're cute, I get it. So let me know, are you planning on getting more Labubus? Are you keeping your Labubu doll after all? Ooh, that rhymed. I'm very proud of that. Okay, Susperians, it's time to step out of the dark waters of the Suspool. Grab a towel and dry off. That's what I got. What do you think of this wild story? Let me know in the comments. If you'd like to hear more stories like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel and go ahead and tickle the like button. Maybe give her a Labubu mystery box and see what happens. And let me know in the comments if you have any stories you'd like to dip into. You can also grab your very own pieces from the new Suspool collection and the Valid Ribcage and Unbroken collections. I designed these pieces to just have some fun while we dip into the Suspool of life, and I know that you're gonna love them just as much as I do. Also, please make sure to tag me with your outfit photos on Instagram. I love reposting you on stories when I see your photos. Also, if you share this video on Instagram stories and tag me, I will do my best to reshare you as well. So follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and now Bluesky, linked below. That's where I post most often, especially on Instagram and Instagram stories. And I also announce opportunities to have your thoughts featured in my deep dives on my main channel, Swoop. I do have a brand new full deep dive Swoop documentary out on my main channel. We've also got a brand new one coming, which should be within a week or so. I will let you know on Instagram stories when it's coming. And also there will be one on the Katy Perry of it all. So stay tuned for that. And lots of new Swoop docs coming, lots of new content coming here, and some very exciting things on the horizon I'm very excited about. I'm just saying, we are so back. Huge thank you to all of our channel members. I appreciate you all. And of course, to our Patreon members, we have been growing so much on Patreon. It's literally one of my favorite things. I'm having so much fun with all of you on Patreon. You can join our Patreon community right now for exclusive access to 4 more videos per month. Yes, that is right. I am posting 4 additional videos per month, including the exclusive Patreon only podcast. We've got the after school specials, all the uncensored content that I can't post on this platform. And I love that for us. Also, join me in the joy of not having to think about your meals, saving your precious time, money, and skipping the grocery store, the meal prep, and doing the dishes. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50swoop2. That's 50swoop2 to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. And treat yourself, honey. You deserve it. Thanks for coming for a swim. Have a good day out there. Keep it creepy, keep it cute, and I'll see you next time in the Suspool. Swoop!